Good morning, everybody. I hope you're well. It is Mr. Cooper here with another update for the Primary Principal vlog. Thank you to those parents this morning that attended the primary information session talking about the merger, but also giving you some exciting updates on all things happening in the FS and Primary Academy, both things that have happened over the past few terms, but also the exciting opportunities that are ahead of us in term 3 and moving through to September. Don't worry if you missed that session, because I thought I'd spend my time during this vlog going through the same information as shared this morning, so that anybody that couldn't access that session that happened at 9 a.m. can still be updated on all the exciting news updates that we shared this morning. So without further ado, I'm going to take you through those various pieces of information. To give you a few exciting updates and a kind of reflection on what we've achieved so far this academic year and moving forward into term 3 and into September with some, like I say, some exciting updates. So the first thing I just want to quickly mention was the Ramadan timings. More information will be sent out on D6, but at 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. timings will begin during Ramadan. And that's compliant with the KHDA kind of regulations in terms of having a 5-hour school day as a maximum for the month of Ramadan. Again, more information will be sent out on D6. In terms of our updates, there's 6 updates that I want to give you today. So first of all, it's our reporting with Learning Ladders. So thank you so much to all the parents that have signed up for Learning Ladders. We now have over 80% of our primary parents registered for Learning Ladders, accessing that really valuable information on exactly what your child has achieved so far this academic year and what they're currently working upon. And moving forward, that will be the hub where all end-of-year reports are released. So please make sure you have registered for Learning Ladders and look out for that as we move into term 3. Your end of year reports for your children will be released on Learning Ladders, and that will mean that those reports are interactive. You can click into them and find out more details about the objectives that your child has been working upon, and any next steps that they have at the end of a year. You can click into those and it will give you advice on how you can support your child at home. So thank you so much for your support so far with that. A really great opportunity moving forward for really detailed reporting of our students' progress at the Academy. In terms of teaching and learning, we're moving forward with that, really focused on retrieval practice. Century was obviously launched in term 1, and we've received some amazing feedback in terms of how that is impacting students' home learning, but also how it's influencing teaching and learning in school. So when we're focusing on retrieval practice, children obviously are taught new information by teachers, but there's a lot of modern research from neuroscience that's all about asking children to retrieve that information from their long-term memory. If you imagine it a bit like a road, if you drive down it one way, then you kind of know the route, but if you drive back the other way, then you know the road even better because you've travelled along it in both directions. And that's exactly the same for our memory. We encode things in our brain, but only when we retrieve that and it becomes fluent do we really show our depth of knowledge and our true understanding of whatever that information is cemented in our long-term memory. And so the big focus is allowing children to retrieve their learning frequently, and Century in Key Stage 2 certainly supports that. So at any point, if you want your child to do any extra learning, we really do stress that they get onto Century and use that, because Century will automatically ask the students to retrieve information they've previously learnt, not just from the past few weeks, but also from last term and to the last few academic years as well. And that pathway will be set by Century, which personalised to each child. So each pathway will be completely different for each child, depending on what they need to work on next and the things that they need to continue to practice in order to become fluent. And we've done that with our home learning menu as well. So you can see for FS2, our home learning menus were adapted at the beginning of term 2 and categorised into the key kind of core skills that we want our children to develop. So we've got phonics, reading, maths in FS2. And this home learning menu pinpoints exactly how many times is recommended for your child to practice these. Now, these activities are very short and sweet in FS2, so 10-minute activities here and there. And the idea is that this guide will also support parents in administering this home learning for students that are a little less independent, of course, based upon their age. They're much younger, so do need that support. So for example, if I am a parent, I want to help my FS2 child practice their phonics, I'll choose a phonics video to watch, practice saying the sounds clearly. The videos can be found on Padlet. And if you open this PDF up on a device on your phone, then these icons are clickable. So if you want to find a video that is on the Padlet, you click on the year group Padlet icon, and that will take you to the Padlet where that phonics video is waiting for you. So it's a really a go-to document to support all home learning for families across the primary and FS Academy. This is the year 4 example of this. You can see this then breaks down into century, times tables, reading, writing, and of course our project activities that we set. Some of these are optional, but you can see some of these are advised to do 15 minutes per day, 2 to 3 times a week. So you can really help you plan a kind of home learning strategy with your family that fits into your routines at home. The final 3 updates that I want to share with you are our TIMS results, facility developments, and parent communication. The first one I will talk to you about is our parent communication. We want to streamline all our parent communication. So all communication will come through the app of D6. So D6 is the one application that you definitely need. Now, of course, we do provide further information on other platforms. So the other key area to always take note of is Padlet, which of course is all to do with your home learning, newsletters for year groups, any curriculum info, and links to web links that support learning. It's really important to note that those Padlets can be accessed via D6. If you go into D6, into the resources section, and go into primary Padlets, all the links to those Padlets are available there. And there is also a link that will take you to Ladders at Home for our primary parents, which again is the place where you do access all your child's reports and assessment information. And for our FS parents, there's also a link to the Family Seesaw app that will take you to where you can download it, and then you log in there and you can access your students' digital portfolios for our FS families. So really 3 key applications for each area of the school. So in FS it's Seesaw, Padlet and D6, and for primary it's Ladders, Padlet and D6, but all of it can be accessed through the D6 app. So D6 is the app that you need to download to ensure that you're getting clear communication from the Academy. The second to last thing I want to talk to you about, something really, really exciting, is obviously our TIMS results. I shared with you previously a little taster of our results and how they compare across Dubai and internationally. You can see on the left-hand side that our target for the Academy was 5.62 in maths and 5.44 in science. And you can see here that our actual scores in the TIMS results was 584 in maths and 581 in science. The average score for a TIMS test is 500. And so our students have performed exceptionally well and above curriculum expectations when it comes to maths and science. What I do also want to share with you, as parents ask about what the difference between different curriculums are, is that our average IB curriculum score was 554 in maths and 548. So you can quite clearly see that our students have completely outperformed the IB curriculum schools in Dubai. When you compare our results to the other UK curriculum schools in Dubai, again, you can see our children have outperformed there in both maths and in science. And again, when you look at the average scores across all of the Dubai private schools at 550, you can see that our students scored 584 and 581. So clearly outperforming the average scores in Dubai private schools. An additional note, if you are interested in the American curriculum actually scored on average about 500, which in TIMS results is the average score. So again, our students outperformed the average scores for American curriculum schools across the UAE as well. So we're really proud to share these results with you, which is why I'm kind of resharing again with this visual. We couldn't be prouder of our students. We're so proud of our teachers here for making this all possible. And of course, we want to thank you as parents at home for that support in allowing the school to do what we know works and to do what we know supports the children best in order to achieve these results. So this is a really great opportunity to celebrate just how fantastic the teaching and learning is here at the Academy. The final thing before I leave you for today is some exciting updates for September. So of course, as the school grows and as WPS students come over, it's really important that the school continues to adapt and expand and update its facilities. One of my priorities was to ensure that there was a purpose-built primary play area for our year 2s and 3s. And I'm pleased to tell you that this is a draft plan for a purpose-built play area on the roof of FS and the Key Stage 2 building. So this play area will be built on top of the current building, and will contain, as you can see, a football pitch, a maze, a running track, some obstacle courses, some ping pong tables, a performing arts area, lots of seating and lots of shading, all designed for those age groups of year 2, 3 and 4 as well. So a really fantastic development. I'm really excited to be kind of refining this and making sure it's really purposeful, and will be a great opportunity for our students to come out and play, develop their well-being, and have another space to really let themselves loose at playtimes and lunchtimes. So a really exciting development there. And then the final development is the balcony above the reception area of the academy, and that's currently unused, but we're putting in plans now to develop it into a well-being garden and I can't speak today. A relaxing area for the students to sit. It'll be a community space, so we'll have community events up there and meetings and presentations on the balcony there. It'll be full of lots of green spaces for the students to sit and relax, to kind of socialise, but also to conduct wellbeing activities out there. So it's going to be a really fantastic space, another opportunity to get children outside in the fresh air and around green spaces. So this is another really exciting development on the reception balcony. If you do have any questions about anything that I've shared, then please do come and see me. I'm always out at the front of the school at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day if you want to ask any questions about what I've shared. There's some really exciting opportunities ahead moving into term 3 and into September. So there we go, some really exciting opportunities coming ahead. If you do have any questions, like I said, then please do come and see me. I'm always outside in the mornings and in the afternoons at the end of the school day. I'll happily have a chat with anybody who's got any questions. In the meantime, have a fantastic weekend. Make sure you relax, and I look forward to seeing you bright and early on Sunday as we go into the final week of our spring term. It's certainly flown by, and I look forward to seeing you again fresh, bright and early on Sunday morning. Take care, everybody. Bye.